I'm going to tell you something a little remarkable. The end of the royal rule of New York, where we operated under the King of England, ended quietly. It ended 251 years ago on this date. There was no battles, no speeches, no crowds. It was actually a meeting ending. They just adjourned. Somebody hit a gavel and it was all over, but everything had changed. Hi, I'm Sean Kelleher. I publish a Substack called Past Paths. Can we say it's published anymore? Um, it's Past, Past, Paths. And I am the historian for the town of Saratoga, New York, and I am right outside of our Gateway Visitor Center. And today we're stepping into a moment you can't visit, at least directly, but one that shaped everything. So on April 3rd, 1775, New York's Colonial Assembly adjourned. Quietly, routinely, nothing unusual on the surface, but it never came back to business. It was silent. The royal authority in New York effectively ended. So here's a question. If nobody was governing, who stepped in? Across the Hudson Valley, in places like Saratoga, Stillwater, Albany County, what we now call Saratoga County, which was only a district back then, local communities answered that very question. There was committees, there was militia, there was a network. And they didn't wait to build something new, they just did it. So if you fast forward 2 years, when the British General John Burgoyne was marching south in 1777, he expected to divide the colonies. Instead, he ran into a region that had already been preparing. The battles of Saratoga, fought at Freeman's Farm and Bemis Heights, weren't improvised. Here, we're right in the siege area, and just as we look down here, that's where the armies actually surrendered, just to the south of us. Or one of the surrender spots. There's many surrender spots, but that's where they grounded their arms. And they were organized. Our community was organized. Supplies were ready, militias were mobilized, intelligence was moving. Victory just didn't happen here, it was constructed, step by step, starting in 1775. And here's where it gets even bigger. Saratoga doesn't just matter locally. After the American victory, France formally enters the war, then the Spanish, then the Dutch. Suddenly, what started in places here along the Hudson River Valley became a global conflict, stretching into the Caribbean, India, and beyond. So, yes, this story does belong in upstate New York, but it also belongs to the world. And you can still experience it here in Saratoga or Schuylerville or at Saratoga National Historical Park. You can actually walk the battlefields. You can walk the siege lines. You can see where things happen. And here's the tip that I have for you today. Don't just drive it. You have to walk it. Later today, I'm walking with a friend to study this a little bit more. And it makes all the difference in the world actually walking the sites. So take the tour road, walk right through here or drive right through here, but get out and move across the ground as I'll be doing later today. I'm going to actually walk right over here to the canal path. And the canal path is just a great spot to see everything. So you can see the canal path here, and here is the old Champlain Canal. It's a great opportunity. You get to feel the distances, you get to see where the ridge lines are, you can see how the land rises and falls. You can imagine the Americans on the far bank of the Hudson River firing. Because in 1777, this same ground stretched during a battle for hours, into days, even weeks. So, April 3rd, 1775, left no battlefield behind, no monuments, no markers, but it gave rise to everything that followed. No government stepped in, no people stepped forward, 2 years later, the world would change, and they took notice of the battles of Saratoga. So I have a Substack that goes into a lot more depth on that, and you can find that at Past Paths, PAST PATHS. And I hope you have a great day. I hope the weather warms up. Happy Easter, everybody. And until we meet again, I am your most humble and obedient servant, Sean Kelleher. Have a great day.